What's up, Blockheads? This is going to be a real quick video because I just need to kind of take you guys through some updates of the garage, of the bikes, kind of where we're at. We're getting a full plate here, and I just want to kind of go over everything with you guys just so y'all are up to speed on where we're at, what we're doing. Roll intro, let's do it. Before we get too far into it, I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Out of all these updates that I'm about to give you, drop a comment down below and let me know which one you're looking forward to the most. Just because I think that would be like super insightful. We've got a lot of stuff happening with bikes. We've got a lot of stuff happening with customizations, giveaways, builds. We've got a lot of stuff happening with the garage, with helmets, with giveaways for gloves, collaborations. I mean, just a ton of stuff. I'm gonna be updating you guys on all of this in more detailed episodes. First and foremost, the Season 3 2017 Harley-Davidson Low Rider S giveaway. Haven't posted up an episode on this in a while, and that's because we've ordered parts for it, but because of the pandemic, it's really strange. Quarantine and all that stuff drove people, I guess, home to stay indoors, and then they started riding motorcycles. And the motorcycle industry, like, people started ordering parts like crazy. So it got crazy, backed up. Tons of parts companies were basically out of stock of stuff. You know, people social distancing and employers and all that stuff, keeping their employees at home, working from home and all that stuff kind of slowed down the production of stuff. And so we've got parts on order for it. We've got quite a few parts on order for it, but we're waiting for them to come in. I'm aiming to have this bike done within the next, like month and a half, by the end of July, and we're gonna be giving it away through Patreon in the beginning of August. The season for this ends at the end of July. And then the announcement will be made beginning of August, who gets this bike. If you guys don't know what that is, through Patreon, we give away motorcycles about every 6 months or so. This is season 4. I let the patrons decide how we would customize this one and build it out. They chose club style, so we're doing risers, MX style bars, we're doing a fairing, we're doing a step-up seat, we're doing an exhaust, tuner, all that stuff. A lot of really great mods that'll, make it a great bike. I mean, it's already a great bike as is in stock form. Like I said, 2017 Low Rider S, 2-year limited production bike, last of the Dynas. The way it works is through Patreon. Since you guys go beyond the subscribe button and you pledge to support the creation of content, I'm able to get a bike, build it out, and then whenever we're done, I give it back to you guys. We randomly select somebody through Patreon and we give it away. If you guys want to be a part of that, check out the link down in the description below, patreon.com/blockheadmoto. Also, on that note, before we talk about anything else, I do already have 2 more bikes, 2 more motorcycles that we're going to be doing for season 5. So like I said, this is season 4. Season 5 starts August. So August 2020 will be the beginning of season 5. And like I was saying in a previous video, we're going to start giving away more motorcycles because this thing it's growing. It's because you all, are signing up for it and supporting it. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. So there's going to be a reveal of 2 motorcycles that I've picked out thus far. And I'm actually currently looking for another motorcycle, so a 3rd. So hopefully I'm going to be able to swing that, and we're going to give away 3 motorcycles through Patreon in season 5. Like I said, link and all that stuff down in the description below if you guys are interested in signing up for it. The CBR. So we've got the CBR600RR. Told you guys my plans for this thing whenever I did a bike reveal on it. Then we talked about the mods list. I have an absolute ton of parts for this bike already in, but I'm waiting on the fairings. Now, the reason I'm waiting on the fairings is because everything kind of revolves around taking off the fairings. So episode 1, basically is gonna be disassembling the bike. So taking off all the fairings, and then we're gonna do oil change and coolant flush and rebuild the levers and new chain, new brakes, just totally go through it with a fine tooth comb. I mean, let me show you guys. I have an absolute ton of parts in for it. TST Industries is on board, appreciate that. So there's gonna be a lot of parts from TST. So basically starting building, customizing this thing out, but just waiting on the fairings. And I got a picture of the fairings the other day. I'm working with this company called Monster Fairings. And guys, let me tell you, they look amazing. I cannot wait to get this thing started to show it to y'all. Next over, we've got the 2020 Harley-Davidson Softail Low Rider S, which is my personal bike. We do have some stuff in for this. I've got a complete stage 2 that we're gonna be installing on this bike. This isn't really like a hyper focus of the channel. There are some things I need to update you guys on. You guys always ask me about the sissy bar, so I'm gonna do a episode on the sissy bar, like installing it, telling you guys where I got it and all that stuff, sending you a link. I do need to do a follow-up review on the Plex audio system because you guys have asked me like the quality of that. I think that's it for that one. Not too much. Oh, and then we've got some things in for the flipping the mirrors, which I'm going to be updating you guys on as well. That's going to be super exciting. For the Groms, I burned out the clutch in this one, so I have a new clutch kit that I'm going to be installing in that, so we can continue Grom Ventures. I'm basically going to make a how-to video how to install and replace the clutch on the Grom. So nothing too crazy there. For the OG Iron 883, it is down. I took off the old exhaust, which is currently setting up there. And I've got a new exhaust on order, which we're going to be doing an episode on as well. Recently took the wheels off to get powder coated. You guys saw that episode, which was the hover bike episode. I've got some news on this bike that I'm going to be sharing with you guys about that whole powder coating process and all that, but that'll be whenever we come across that episode and, you know, kind of reveal that to you. As you guys can see, we've made an absolute ton of progress on the garage. Like, the before and after is just absolutely crazy. I know a lot of you guys asked me to do videos like while we were building all this out, but man, honestly, filming videos while you're trying to work, it makes it take so much longer. So like going through these bikes and doing like how-to videos and stuff, if I were to just sit down and wrench and work on a bike, say a job took me an hour, right? If I'm filming, it's gonna take me 4 hours. Like, it takes me at least 4 times as long, and then you've got editing. So with the garage, like with the shelves, building all that stuff, you know, the fridge, these shelves, hanging the cabinets, hanging the pegboard and all that stuff, I just wanted to get it done because having this in place allows me to be able to focus and work on the motorcycles, right? And that's the focus of it. But I am gonna go through and we'll do basically a garage tour, and I'll tell you guys about all of this stuff and, you know, how we built it and hung it all up. It's still kind of a work in progress, to be honest. So we just got these little shelves in on the left side the other day. We're trying to figure out how to kind of dampen, I don't know if you guys would have any advice on this, but we're trying to figure out how to dampen the bench grinder here, because whenever you turn it on, man, this thing is like so powerful that it shakes the countertops, right? I originally had it on this thing, but whenever you turn it on, like the whole thing would move. So like you'd be holding it back and it'd be like trying to walk towards you. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna maybe try and find like some, you know, thick, dense rubber or something like that and put it under it and then mount it to that, just so it kind of absorbs the vibration, because on the other side of this wall is the kitchen, and whenever this thing's on, it's basically like shaking the cabinets, which is totally insane. The thing is really powerful. I do have some videos coming up on actually, you guys might have already seen it. I might have already dropped it. So the video on the visors for the rear rock helmet, I've got a video going over the Revit Gloves, not a review video, but this is gonna be the next item in the block box for June. So for a level 3 Blockhead channel member, we're gonna randomly select somebody from level 3 for this month and send them a pair of these Revit gloves, which these things are amazing. They are kind of pricey, they're about 200 bucks, but some of the best gloves I've ever owned. So highly recommend. So I'm gonna do a review episode on those, basically letting you guys know, because I get an absolute ton of y'all asking me what gloves I wear. If you guys are interested in them, I dropped the link down in the description below. I think it says like my gloves or something. Yeah, I'm gonna be sending a pair to a level 3 member. We're gonna get their feedback, and then I'm gonna drop their feedback in an episode where I'm doing a review on these. Exciting stuff. If you guys wanna sign up, become a Blockhead channel member, check out the join button that is beside the subscribe button. In addition to the 2 bikes that I need to reveal to you guys for season 5 on Patreon of the bike giveaways, I do have another bike that I came across while looking, but it's in kind of rough shape. I wasn't gonna buy it originally, but we got a really good deal on it. I think it's a bike that you guys will like. I didn't buy it to give away on Patreon because of the condition of it. It is a bit of a fixer-upper, and it's not the most reliable thing, which you guys will see in the video, in the reveal video, which I'm gonna be dropping this week. Yeah, so I've got another bike to reveal to you guys, even though I know we just we just revealed this one. I've been on Facebook Marketplace. Guys, let me tell you, if you're looking for a used motorcycle, go to Facebook Marketplace. Just comb through there, look for stuff. You can find some amazing deals. Like, we're getting these bikes like pretty damn cheap. I got this one for really cheap. I mean, it's a 2010, it's got 44,000 miles on it, but it runs amazing. I found the 2 other bikes that we're giving away in season 5, also on Facebook Marketplace. I think I almost forgot the blue elephant. So you guys know for a while, the lift was over there for a while, and over the top of it we had blue moving pads.
I got a question for you. How come we're not using the lift over there?
Because there's a blue elephant on it.
What's the blue elephant?
We don't talk about the blue elephant.
Okay, no blue elephant.
We're not, the channel's not ready for that yet.
No blue elephant.
We're in the middle of other things.
Okay.
That's gonna, we're just gonna really have to take our time on that one.
That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna make sure I call in sick.
So many of you guys are asking me, what's under the blue moving pads? What's under the blue moving pads? Like, y'all would not get off of it. And I kept on telling you guys, like, we're not talking about that. That is a project for way in the future that you guys are not ready for yet. And that's pretty much where we're leaving it. So I've actually taken that bike that we called the Blue Elephant, you know, what was under the blue moving pads, and I've moved it to a secure location off-site because I needed the room here in the garage to be able to, you know, work on other bikes. It's out of sight, out of mind. We're not going to talk about it until that day comes, whenever I reveal it to you guys. But it's going to be a project that I know you guys will really love, but it is going to require a bit more focus, effort, energy. And so I know that I need to kind of like pace myself. We've got an absolute ton to do. My focus first and foremost is this bike right here. 2017 Harley-Davidson Low Rider S giveaway for season 4. This is the bike that I need to finish up first because we've got a deadline of the end of July. So that's focus number 1. The Groms is probably the focus number 2, just because all we have to do is the clutch. And then once we get the clutch fixed on that one, we're basically back up and running. I did buy a clutch for both of them though. So we're gonna replace the clutch on both. And then we can get back to doing Grom ventures and stupid hooligan shit on the Groms. The Softail Low Rider S is probably my third focus, just because I need to do the Plex review on it, the sissy bar, and then we're doing the stage 2. So that'll be kind of sprinkled here and there. This is going to have a lot of videos on it because we've got an absolute ton to do to the bike. Like, the list of stuff that we have to do to this is huge. So I'm definitely gonna wait like to start on this until we're done with that and we're done with the Grom. I'll probably start working on this and this about the same time, but you know, that shouldn't take too long between those items, but this is gonna take a while. And then the new bike that I'm introducing, like I said, not the patron bikes for season 5, but the other new bike that I'm gonna be introducing is a little bit of a project also, but not as big of a project as this one. So we've got an absolute ton of content, guys, coming up, wrenching in the garage, you know, customizing, fixing, modifying, building motorcycles. I hope you guys are stoked for it. I guess it kind of works out pretty well because it's the rainy season. I actually just delayed filming this because it was raining so hard that I couldn't even hear myself here in the garage. So, you know, when I told you guys that like we don't have any lack of content, not only do I have a ton of content already recorded, but like we've just got so much more content to go over. And I know you guys really enjoy the episodes where we are getting in the bikes and, you know, modifying them and changing them up and showing you progress. As per normal, you know, we're continuing to build onwards and upwards. I appreciate the continued support. America, I gotta get that hung, so probably hang that here. That's a garage update episode. Yeah, I think that's it. Totally probably something I'm forgetting, but that's where we're at right now, I guess. If you guys are excited about the content to come, be sure to hit that like button. You guys be sure to drop a comment down below. Let me know, I always say, like, let me know what you guys want to see. Drop a comment down below and let me know what you're looking forward to the most out of all of these. Like I said, if you guys are excited to kind of watch as all this stuff kind of takes shape and progresses, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. If you guys aren't subscribed already, hit that bell icon so it sends you notifications of future uploads and activity. And until next time, you guys, I don't have like I used to have a ride safe banner in my old garage. Muscle memory, I started to be like, ride safe, stay vigilant, but it's not up here. Do I have I have it somewhere. Yeah, there we go. All right, ride safe, stay vigilant. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.